Hi, everyone. We're here for ACN. There has been some last-minute changes, so everything's a little bit scuffed. But
That's how you know it's meme day.
true. But yeah, why don't you two introduce yourselves while I count down the
Hi, I am Dragon_Nix. I have never run ACN, but I'm a huge fan of meme runs in general. Huge meme lover myself. So I'm excited to be added on like a last minute for this race.
And I'm May, or Insomnia. I was meant to be running this, but Quado thankfully came in last second and volunteered to take my spot because I was having some power issues at my house. But yeah, I've obviously ran the current patch version of this, so most of my critique will probably be directed towards Quado, and then I guess there's 1221, but that's kind of a cheater patch for this category.
The man hasn't done this category in like 2 years or something. But no, don't give him any slack. Go hard.
Yeah, look, it's fine. It's coming from a place of appreciation, you know.
Of course,
So
of
it
course.
doesn't count as criticism.
Runners should be ready very soon. By the way, hi, I'm Sylvie. You see me all day.
I don't know. I don't know if I know who you are at this point.
Uh,
You might have to reiterate it.
Hi, I'm Sylvie. I'm old news. All right, counting down. Yeah, sorry, I'm Sylvie. I've had the honor of hosting HK Meme Day, HK 7Y Meme Day today. Well, sorry, there's just so many days.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, I counted down the runners and they're heading off. Truthfully, I'm only here as like a kind of fill-in-ish thing.
Oh, you're
I
like
don't.
color commentary.
Yeah. I
Oh,
really
okay.
don't know this run like at all. So I'm gonna try to leave it mostly to you two and come in when there's like some silence or something.
Alright, so you know charm notches?
No.
Alright, so there's
So
these things called charm notches. We're getting all of them.
Dang.
Congratulations, you now know everything.
I think the most concerning thing about charm notches in Hollow Knight is what are they? What do they represent? It does the knight wear like jewelry and it provides more space for the jewelry, or are charm notches like, I don't know, holes in a crock that you could put a gibbet in? What are charm notches? I don't
I
know.
think charm notches are like pins that it sticks into its cloak, and then
Aw.
the charms themselves don't have any way of like attaching to the fabric, so they kind of clip onto the pins, as it were. And then some of them are bigger and so need more anchoring points, I guess.
You know
I don't
what?
know. I
That
think they
makes a
just
lot of
went with,
sense.
this is the mechanic, now we're going to come up with an excuse to apply it to mechanic.
I mean,
Oh man.
don't both notches and charms have like a hole in the back? Or like the notches have a little hole, but then I feel like the back of the charms also. I think I saw that somewhere.
I have a like collector's edition of Hollow Knight on Switch, which came in with a little user manual, and because I don't know how to play Hollow Knight, so I needed it. And in there it explains something like charms are basically really difficult to put on and off, and that's why the knight has to sit down to the knight has to sit down at a bench to focus on putting on the charms. So I don't know.
Fair enough.
I mean, look at the knight's hands. I think it would be hard to do anything. It doesn't have fingers.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say a notable thing about this run in particular, or this race, is that Quado is on a current patch. I imagine he's running on like a 1.5 patch. And Nerf and Serp are running on 1221. So there's going to be differences in movement tech, little changes like that. I don't know, May, do you happen to know if there's like any major differences between the two patches? I'm mostly familiar with current patch, so for ACN specifically.
I don't actually know if Quado's running Fluke Root or not.
I don't
I
think.
don't think so.
I
In
don't
which
think he
case,
is.
we'll probably see a pretty big divergence because I'm 95% sure Nerf does Flukes and Serp runs 106, so I assume she does as well.
Mhm.
And then, like, I think later on there's some also just patch differences. Because I
Right.
think 1221 ACN makes use of. No, it didn't do leather skip. I don't know. I think there are some differences, but more due to flukes versus no flukes than any
That
patch differences.
that makes a lot of sense. I know that like the current patch flukes movement for ACN specifically was largely orchestrated by Vex. Did a lot of labbing and a lot of runs with flukes. Um, I'm pretty familiar with Quado. He has stated he hasn't run this category in a while, so kudos to him for stepping in, the meme king himself. But I'm pretty sure he doesn't do the flukes route. He might have tried it at one point, but I don't think that's what he's most familiar with. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that big divergence in patch.
All Spring Runners opting to do Fury early game as well.
Mm.
For current patch, there's a way of doing non-Fury early game and doing early Dash Master, and only loses like 1 second, assuming you did Fury Soul Master, which like, lol. So normally for marathons, it's definitely what I was planning on doing, just because you run the risk of dying, and if you play it safe like at all, you're losing time. But it just means that the runners will be even more. Oh god, I hate Fury False Knight. But it just means everyone's doing like the same thing, so it'll be easy to keep track of
Right.
who's where relative to each other.
Right. I love it. Quado got that one visual glitch that happens when you open inventory when taking a hit. For anyone who doesn't know, if you open inventory while taking a hit, the knight doesn't take any knockback, which is really, really nice and allows you to stay really close to certain bosses like False Knight or move through. People use that to move through Garpedes and such in Deep Nest. But sometimes when you get hit with your inventory open, the flurs of the inventory menu will stay on. They're only there for a second, but it always makes me it makes me feel fancy when that happens to me when I'm running.
Yeah,
I was
it's
thinking,
cool.
if the knight doesn't have thumbs, how does it swing the nail?
If it works anything like the knight plush that I own, it's just sewn onto their hand.
That would be silly. Maybe it's like a magnets.
I think everything in the game is just magnets. That's what the charm notches are. That's
True.
what the nail is. I don't know. We never really. I guess the nail does go on the knight's back when they're done slashing it. So, I was gonna say we never see the knight without the nail, but it is on their back,
Mm-hmm.
and they're able to like open the map without it. I guess so. Void is sticky. I like that take. If Void is sticky, the nail just sticks to it.
I love that.
I've definitely taken some artistic liberties with the knight when drawing it before, and just give it like thumbs so it looks like it's wearing mittens, you know?
You know those. This is a real childhood flashback, but they're like these little, like slime-shaped, man-shaped slime things, and you can like throw them at your fridge or something, and it'll
Yes.
stick to it.
Yes.
If you did that to a vessel, would it stick? If Void is sticky.
Just throw the knight against the fridge.
I also like Birdie's take that the knight is the fridge of Hollowness. Everyone's posting their weird macaroni art charms on them. They do look like macaroni art. I've definitely thought for a long time, if I were to design a charm to make it look like it's from Hollow Knight, how would I do that? And you just have to add like unnecessary squiggles and lines, I think, and all of a sudden it looks like the Hollow Knight visual style.
Like you could probably make one really nice out of a conch shell, or like a.
Oh yeah, for sure. So here's one patch divergence. We have Serp taking out the Elder Balder and Nerf about to approach the Elder Balder with a single fireball that also gives them access to another fireball skip, usually because they will have more soul. Whereas Quado is going to have to use all 3 fireballs in order to kill the Elder Balder guarding Green Path.
Shoutouts to Nerf for missing the fireball skip.
It's okay. I like that fireball skip because I as a LP runner myself, that skip is like optional learning, you know? There's a very only under the circumstance of the Elder Balder spitting 2 Balders at once. Those are like the only times you'll ever have to come across that skip in current patch. So it's kind of like, if I get it, it's awesome, and if I don't get it, well, why would I need to know that? I'm not a 1-2-2-1 runner.
Yeah, if you don't get, you're just breaking even with like the bad RNG. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. It's just a little treat if you get it, and if it's
Yeah.
not, you don't.
Nope. Okay, Serp with the dude pogo. I saw it, heard. I know it's called multiple things. I had teased AP about calling it, what is it? Like, there's another name for dude pogo, like buddy jump or something like that. Bestie pogo.
Bestie bounce.
Bestie bounce. What? Yeah. Buddy bounce,
Reverse
I think, is
ball
what
guys.
AP called it. Yeah.
So I see the answers for the trivia questions. 4 charms with 4 notches. Apparently a Soul Eater, Deep Focus, Jonies, and High Blood. I thought Soul Eater had 5.
No, Soul Eater's 4.
4, King
4?
Soul's
Okay.
5.
Yeah, King Soul's the only
Right.
5 notch.
Right, so those are the 4 with 4 notches. And pre-Grim Troop, you only needed 36 charms to get Salubra's Blessing.
Wow.
Which is
And
cool.
then it's 40 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can count.
Wait, what are all of the ones that are added? See, again, I'm a current patch person. I wouldn't know.
Sprint Master, Grimchild / Carefree Melody,
Weaverlings?
Sprint Master, and Weaver Song.
Yeah.
I think you said Sprint Master twice.
Maybe.
I
would've
think you
asked
did.
me. It's just
That's
such an
okay.
important charm. It deserves.
Sprint
An extra
Master.
mention.
Sprint Master is one of my favorite charms because it has synergy with Weaver Song, and it makes the Weavers look like they're caffeinated and go really fast and jump really high. It makes me really happy when I get them in rando. Yeah, the runners are fighting
Dream-
Hornet.
That's the 1XX runner in there. Forgetting Dream Shield.
Oh,
True.
Dream Shield doesn't have rights. It doesn't matter.
It's such a mid charm.
It's just like, how do you get that? And you look at Shaman Stone and you go, yeah, these are about the same, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, even a 1-notch charm, right? You look at, like, I don't know, NMG or something, like, these two aren't equal. I think Dream Shield could honestly be 1-notch and it would still be okay.
Or take
know?
take like Dreamweaver, which is like one of the best charms ever, and it's a single notch, and then what is like Grubberfly's Elegy 3, you know? It's very funny seeing how Team Cherry said, we gotta balance these charms somehow.
Okay, but is Dreamwield a Legend of Zelda reference? I didn't
That's
think so.
that's a
That makes
question.
Elegy better.
Serp is in the Shroomel Ogre arena, which is where she will be getting the first charm notch, right? I didn't miss one. The first charm notch. This is a pretty easy notch to get. It's not too far out of the way. Other categories that require like an extra charm notch, like NKG percent, get this notch anyway because it's pretty convenient. Right on the way, doesn't cost money. You actually gain some money by killing the ogres. But that won't be true of some of the other notches, so the runners will have to go kind of out of their way for them.
I do want to just mention while we're slandering Dream Shield.
Right.
I just need to put some hate in for Thorns. That charm is one charm, and I still wouldn't equip it if it was free. Like, I think I'd equip Dream Shield if it was free, but Thorns is the worst.
I was the casual who did use Thorns, and I kept being so confused as to why I wasn't winning Trial of the Fool with Thorns. That was actually the breaking point for me playing Hollow Knight. I had stopped playing it for a really long time because I kept losing in Call 3, and I went, all right, I'm done. I played as much of this game as I can. This is my skill limit. I'm never learning anything else. And then I learned what a good charm build is, and suddenly Kalo wasn't so bad.
Yeah, I just casually stumbled onto, oh, these spell things are pretty good, and basically never looked back.
Well, I learned that like Descending Dark gives you iframes. You know,
that
and
got me through watches.
Same. All right, all of the runners getting Dash Master. It's amazing how like synced pretty much everyone is. Serp's a little ahead, but that's, I think, like Serp's a little ahead stream wise. But oh, accidental down dash for Serp. That's another patch difference. Something that was patched in the 1.5 patches is that Dash Master will favor side dashes and not down dash if it receives a diagonal input. So that means that like if you see someone accidentally down dashing, the chances of them being on a patch before 1.5 is pretty high. So Quado has a little bit of an advantage using Dash Master with like, you know, less chance of bad inputs, I guess.
Yeah, it's genuinely so big. I used to hate Dash Master, and with 1.5 I've come to really appreciate it. Like,
yeah,
it just
Dash
makes it
Master
so much more usable, and the movement's so satisfying.
Dash Master is a very, very fun charm. It can hurt. It can be a toll on your hands if you're running something for a really long time without getting C dash, but it's a good charm. I really like it.
If only there were an input method that were more ergonomic, so repeated dash presses didn't hurt your hands. Maybe something with all the buttons laid out on like a slab, like
for more
keyboard of some kind.
For
Did
more
you recently hurt
controller.
your wrist?
No, I hurt my elbow, and that was climbing.
Okay.
My hands are in peak form.
Ooh. Show me,
Look,
bestie.
everyone
Wait, never mind.
gatekeeping at
You'll
once
see
here.
later today during
True.
the Miller lockout.
True shoutouts?
Everyone gate kept at the same time. It was very satisfying. This is also a really fun category because you get to gatekeep and you also get to gaslight. You don't get to girl boss, but you know, that's the saddest part.
Speak for yourself. I'm always girl bossing.
Oh, sorry. I had my girl boss things rescinded when I changed my pronouns.
You grew out of it.
Yeah. Sorry, you have to be a them boss now. And I was like, that doesn't even make sense. Why? So sad. Girl bossing is the formative part of Hollow Knight. Oh, and another staple of ACN, at least on the routes that I'm familiar with, is it's one of the only categories that goes to Lem twice. At least in like the meme sphere. So the runners are all, you know, getting money from Lem now, but usually you require a second trip to Lem to get some more shop charms later down the line.
Oh, this is a big thing as well. So you notice Nerf and Serp just going up the elevator and hitting that lever through the floor. Quado has to go around and do all these rooms. So these are actually referred to as the DLC rooms. They've always been there, but because lever skips existed, we just never had to do them, and so runners switch from 1.2.1 to something on current patch, and it's like DLC because all of a sudden you actually have to see these rooms. The first time I ran a current patch category, I was so confused because I hadn't seen those rooms like since my casual playthrough, it was terrifying. And like the flying enemies are just really annoying as well. So like they can really catch you out if you have just migrated over and all of a sudden have to do.
And the
awful work.
other lever skip is that Nerf and Serp were able to skip Norman here. We refer to this Soul Warrior as Norman. We actually refer to the other one as Norman, but this guy is also Norman. Don't let
Well,
anyone
that's
fool
Norman
you.
too.
This one is Norman 2, the other one's Norman 1. Don't ask questions. The naming makes sense in other categories. So Quado has to like some extra time where he has to fight this additional boss, but he does get some Geo in the process, so he does get kind of rewarded. But yeah, it's just another patch difference. Will we see any Fury Soulmaster? Probably not.
Probably not. Just want to say, Quado about 10 minutes ago decided, you know what? I'm gonna play all charm notches. He hadn't run this category in like 2 years, I think he said. He's like, you know what? May's having some internet issues. Let's get it. And he got it. So just shout out to that.
Quado showing up for current patch and for the Southern Hemisphere.
Yeah, shoutouts to Quado for carrying me in the Flando yesterday as well. I had nothing but faith in his ability to crush ACM today. But yeah, thanks to him for stepping in and very much keeping up so far.
Literally never gonna get over Bretter Lord and Bretter
Oh my god.
Brolic.
Everyone
was
watched the VODs from
traumatizing.
yesterday. It was I was in class when that run started, and so but when I got out of class I'm like, wait, they're still going? What does this Plando have in store? And I like look at my screen and I see Bretter Lord as literally the first thing as soon as I got out of class. And I was like, oh no.
The worst thing is, when I first got there, I was on autopilot until Trader Lord jumped on my head. And I'm like, hang on. Oh, okay, a lot of this looks very different.
This isn't where you belong.
So many sporks.
Oh my god, yeah. And then the Morlock scream, like,
Yeah.
stunning you right as all the sporks are aggroed on you, and
It's so funny.
Isn't it nice, people, to have isn't it nice to go through Sanctum and you don't have to worry about Geo falling on you? Shoutouts to Miss Mew earlier with its run of Zero Geo.
Oh, so sick.
But it's apologies to Zero Geo. It's really nice to be able to just dive straight through floors.
To just
right,
collect the
I'm
thing you
gonna
intended
do
to
the
collect.
double fake dive. Oh wait, you need the relic. We will not be seeing double fake dive. But another patch difference, fake dive is consistent on 1.5, and so you'll
Yes.
see Quado going for it there, and then there'll be another dive
Nice.
through here. And so when the mistakes, the follies don't get in the way.
Follies fly, mistakes don't. It's F for fly, I think. So yeah, I think or is it Follies floor? Wait, I don't
I
know.
think follies fly.
I think
and
Follies
I'm pretty
fly.
sure it's called mistakes, folly skit.
Oh, mistakes
Shade School.
meander. Thank you,
Yeah.
Birdie. Folly floor mistakes midair. Oh man. A lot of Sanctum we have seen today across multiple runs here then.
Yeah, and you're probably gonna see more during my run as well, because I'm gonna let Python do all the hard stuff, then I'm just gonna do a 107 run that happens to get some of the goals, I think.
Is that how vanilla lockout works? Is that the
Yeah.
plan?
Not to tell my opponents the meta or anything, but I think the strat is you have one person do basically 1xx, and then you have one person do either like a true ending, all skills, or any percent kind of
Mhm.
vibe.
Oh,
Because then the
Ooh,
107 person can work to the ooh.
that's really bad.
Oh,
that's
and you don't get the bench in this category either. So yeah, that adds
no.
so much extra time.
That is
Also,
upsetting for
is Nerf
sure.
stream like gone?
It
It was
might
back
be.
for a few seconds there, but
Okay.
I'm
As
not
long as it's
sure.
happening in the background, that's something.
Mhm. Another thing to note, while this chaos has happened with the 1-2-2-1 runners, Quado did not pick up the simple key, so that's a confirmed no flukes for Quado, I'm assuming.
Lovely. Um, Also, you know what this means? As far
Hmm.
as we know, oh god, Nerf. Yeah, as
Nerf.
far as
Oh
we know,
no.
Clubbo's winning, so current patch is just better.
Oh,
You heard it
Oh,
here first. Maybe we have biased comms. This is probably not the best arrangement.
I don't think so. I mean, we have objective proof that current patch is better right now.
I think Quado is just more cracked the longer he spends sitting on a category. Oh, Quado going for Pogax. Will he get it? Oh, gamer. Let's go.
current patch Pogax is so stupid.
So
Yeah, it's
what's the
awful.
difference? I've never run. I'm also like so new to Hollow Knight. I only played Hollow Knight in like 2019, so I actually just don't know the patch differences even from a casual perspective.
Um, the way Myla triggers on current patch is just more inconsistent, and she can just start turning around and is faster, I think, to throw. I don't know. I just know you can do it on reaction on 1-2-2-1, and then current patch just sucks.
Mm.
I think if Myla walks away on current patch, she gets stuck in that like turnaround spam animation.
Oh
Something.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
like
The Husk Miner
if
definitely
you're
can.
a gamer enough, you can do it consistently on current patch, but I don't want
Mhm.
to have to learn 2 sets of movement for the same room across 2 patches.
Right. No, I imagine that would be very frustrating.
Well, we got Nerf back at least, so that's
We got
thing.
nerf. We
Yeah.
got nerf, but not his timer. So nerf is just breaking the space time continuum
This
What
and
I'm
picking
hearing
up
is
C dash.
Quado's really winning. Um, the deep focus movement here, assuming Nerf does it, is really cool. So we'll have that coming up in a second.
I know there's a couple different setups for deep focus movement. See, there was a meme turned copy pasta within the community a couple years ago about ACN specifically, and that famous copy pasta states deep focus was not supposed to have cycles or something like that. Hold on, let me pull up the actual copy pasta.
Whoa, C dash in my deep focus cycles? I think not. What the hell?
Oh, it's deep focus cycles were not supposed to be given names was what the copy pasta said.
That was so cool and tight from both Nerf and Quado. That's crystal whatever defocus room. I love it.
Mhm. It's very satisfying to see deep focus done properly, and deep focus is awful when it's not done properly, basically.
Shouts to Cert missing the lever. A
No.
subtle X to you reference.
You have to be an intellectual to catch that one.
Yeah. To be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand missed lever slash.
Also, Slurp with a very clean damageless cycle, which is always very, very satisfying. Normally, you could go.
Her peak has been like phenomenal.
Mhm.
Like
Well,
her God Cycle and Pogax and that were really clean as well.
considering the time loss that she had to take from the death in storerooms. Like she is catching up very fast.
She's been on the grind though. She's been posting ACN times and like doing a lot of practice in her server.
That's
Like
amazing.
consistently.
Yo, pop off, sir. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
And like, she definitely has that 106 runner in there as well. So like, this peak movement would all be very comfortable for her. I think it'll be interesting when we get to like the low equipped colo and the stuff that's more ACN specific, seeing how she holds up. But if this is anything to go by, I assume she'll be perfectly fine.
Another clean deep focus from Serp as Quado and Nerf take care of Gruzmom. Oh, Quado just missing the C dash quick kill of the Gruzzers.
Is this the latest Gruzmon kill in a category?
I don't know if it's the latest, but I know that this is one of the things that was called into attention when we were discussing whether Wellcling storage would be allowed on later patches. Because in this category and this category only, you're able to get up to Blue Lake like Quado is doing right here by doing a C-dash and then C-dashing again. And there is a Wellcling storage that would save time to do that under the like 1-2-2-1 rule set, but current patch runners at the time especially just didn't like that, so that it's not legal, so you have to C-dash.
Interesting.
That's to the current patch meme runners for like doing more to create an independent current patch rule set than like anyone.
Serp just got the blessed C-dash through the that one crystal tunnel before the elevator. I just wanted to highlight that because that's always cool to see. When you don't hit the hazard respawn above you and you don't hit the wall below you.
Is that pixel perfect or does it have a few pixels?
I've done it before, and usually if I've done it, I'm gonna bet it's not pixel perfect.
It's a range, but it's scary, and it's not that big a range because like you're slightly high and you don't. And if you're not a gamer like these people, you're often on quite low health there already. So
right,
you tend to then just go, oh, I'll go a little lower because I might be high, and then you miss it, and you feel stupid because it probably would have just worked if you'd gone.
Yeah, I would imagine that wasn't pixel perfect. Is Torch Game pixel perfect?
Torch Game has to be pixel perfect.
I have gotten it once, one time, and it's like, and I did it in a Hive Blood run on SRC, and I will never run Hive Blood again because it's like I need that proof out in the world that I did Torch Game in a successful run, and that's it.
What
just said Torch Game is Teamfight Tactics, so.
What is Torch Game?
In right before Ancestral Mound, there's like a couple torches outside of the. Yeah, everyone check out my Hive Blood run for it. There is there's a couple torches that are just set up right next to each other, and they're really close together. And you can, while walking through, swing your nail so it doesn't hit either one of them. But like 9 times out of 10, you will hit both of them. But I think it's the only time in Hollow Knight's early game where I actively try to not hit a background object.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, and now so some of the biggest factors of ACN in general is it's a big collectathon where you think, oh, it's just the charm notches. I don't need to worry about other things. Wrong. You have to get charms in order to purchase the Salubra charm notches. So a lot of the time in the run will be spent either explicitly trying to get charms or picking up every single charm, even vaguely on the way. So like Quado here is gonna pick up Baldur Shell, for example. He doesn't need it, he's not gonna use it, but it's necessary to purchase charm notches from Salubra.
How many charms do we need in total? Do you know?
I have it pulled up. One sec. You need 25 charms to get all of the Salubra notches. So some of them are a given, right? Like how every run, basically on the planet gets shaman, you know, and every run, like this run's has dash master movement, right? Like there's some charms that are a given. You need the grim charm notch, so obviously you're gonna get Grim Child, as Quado's about to gaslight right now. But yeah, other than that, you just kind of have to factor in charms along the way and then have enough money to purchase a bunch of charms at the end. And there is a successful gaslight from Quadapine.
Awesome. We smacked that lantern.
Smack that lantern. No cyclone here, so you can't, cheese it, but if it splits, you quit right out of there. Oh, looks like May have lost internet.
Yeah, that was what we were worried about. That's why May isn't running right now.
Right.
She'll be back when she can be, but I'll be speaking up a bit more now. So what's the plan now? We're buying a few charms. We just got into Serpent just got into Crypts, got a charm there. Oh, we're doing Grim.
Right. So Troop Master Grim, once you beat Troop Master Grim, he rewards you with a charm notch. And because of that, that means that we have to do the first bit of the Grim side quest. Like, obviously we don't need to get NKG. I think it would be content if we did, but we don't need to. So we're picking up Grim Child. Basically, the majority of the routing in this is picking up charms or doing Grim quest stuff. And I'm trying to remember this route myself too. Because this isn't something that I have run. Yes, shoutouts to ACNKGPZ%, which was run in Hollow Knight 6 year. And I also commentated that with Chris, and I know Quado was one of the runners for that. And Zonk, you were one of the runners, right? I believe you were.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's a very, very fun combination of ACN, NKG, and GPZ. It was great.
It was a really fun. I think Quado also ran that.
Yes, he did. That I remember, but I might be biased because Quado is one of my very close friends. So
I think
shoutouts to Quado. He's a good guy.
Was Quack the other one? No.
No. And here Quado is getting one of the other charm notches. And Nerf is well on his way. The Boom Room charm notch. This is where it's really convenient that the runners have dive. In order to get through that room with iframes, it makes it a lot easier. Serpent goes for the infamous gaslight.
Whoa, look at that. So skilled.
Oh, wow. I did not know that there was a wall cling storage on 1221 to cheese that skip. That's really cool on Nerf's end. I don't know if Serp is gonna go for it too.
That was really cool, actually.
It looked very precise too. I was impressed.
I always forget Nerf is a really good runner.
Yeah, Nerf is insane.
that probably sounds really bad because duh, obviously Nerf's fantastic. It's just I don't know why. I think about the people who run and are super good. I don't know why I never think of Nerf. It's crazy. He's what, 15th on any percent?
Something. All of these runners are absolutely insane. And I mean that in a very high way. But for Quado, I mean it literally because he agreed to this 10 minutes before running. So he's insane in the clinical way. But all of these runners are insane in the cracked way.
Absolutely. So we're in Green Path with Quado and Nerf while Serp gets the Grim unlocked. That one death was so unfortunate. Right before getting to the stag. It's
so frustrating. Yeah. That's happened to me. That's happened to me so many times in NKG%. Storewyrms is not to be trifled with. It is walk from anywhere in Sanctum to storerooms just
Yeah.
stinks, honestly, and it's rough that so many like that dive is a hard save.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
Quado and Nerf were, well, now only Nerf, but they were in green path to get Grimkin Flame and to pick up Thorns. And here Quado's getting another Grimkin Flame. In order to beat Troopmaster Grim, you not only need these like level 1 Grimkin, but you need the level 2 ones as well that are a little bigger, the little thicker. Those ones.
Little thicky boys, yeah.
Yeah, they're like a little thicker. Serp having some difficulties. I hate this relic because of the uomas and the spikes. They're very frustrating.
Yeah, it's a scary place to be.
Yeah. I actually can't remember if they if the big ones are umas or uomas, like there's a difference, but I one of them feels uppercase and one of them feels lowercase. That's about all I know.
Fair enough.
Well, when you dream nail the little guys, they say like there's dialogue, they just say Monomon or something, and it's in lowercase letters. But if you dream nail the big guys, they say Monomon in big letters.
One of them's talking, the other one's screaming.
Yeah, exactly.
Monomon.
Oh no, Serp. Oh, Serp stuck between a rock and a hard place. Can
Oh
she?
no!
Quado and Nerf are fighting what we were referring earlier as Norman 1. I think the numbering comes from, I don't know, all skills or something. I don't remember where the numbering comes from. But when you say Norman, it normally means the second Dream Warrior, this like a slightly stronger one that summons Follies.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty crazy.
Crazy. Norman 1 was named first. That makes a lot of sense. It just simply was named first. Thank you, Pick, for the Hollow Knight history lesson. Or are they mistakes? No, they are follies. Follies fly. I think.
Floating folly.
Perhaps.
Floor folly?
Don't
Oh,
confuse
no.
me. Don't confuse me, Sylvie. As a former Hollow Knight Jeopardy loser, I don't want to be remembered like this.
Don't worry.
Quado at the Crystal Peak Grimkin. I hate this one. This one just stinks. All my homies hate this one. My hatred for it comes from NKG%, where you don't have Shade Soul for it. But it's easier if you have Shade Soul. Okay, Serp did get the wall cling storage. I think first try this time.
Second, but yeah.
Oh, second? Okay.
Unfortunate.
Oh, I did not know that your shade spawns there. That's such a gross location.
It's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. And we see Nerf doing Lem 2 Electric Boogaloo, which, like I said earlier, is something that's pretty specific to ACN, at least in terms of meme categories. And Quado gets the child upgraded. And Serp is on her first babysitting run of the the run. That's what it feels like.
I mean, pretty much. You're just trying to calm down some rats having a temper tantrum.
Pretty much. I definitely when you run any category that it utilizes Grimchild, whether it's, you know, this one, NKG% to a certain extent, like Pantheon 5 boss order, and you just have to carry the child along with you, you have to learn to get used to it. Like, when it's little, like how Serps is right now, the level 1 or whatever, it's not bad because it's not aggroing enemies, but once it starts to shoot fireballs, it can aggro enemies and screw up like Hornet 2 staggers and weird things like that, so.
That was so cool. Nerf just did a Dive Flukmarm, which is a 1221 exclusive, I believe.
Ooh.
Where yeah, you just dive twice over top of Flukmarm and you get stuck above him, but you're still in the dive animation, so that it just continually ticks damage, like boom, 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 boom. And
I wondered what. Oh, Serp with another really precise C dash there. No, I wondered what caused that, or if that was like a patch specific thing. I just know that I've never done it, and most people I watch are current patch people, and they don't do it. So it's a cool kill though.
It is. We'll surely see Serp do it when she arrives at Waterways.
Yeah, so
So-
we're really seeing the divergence here
Yeah.
in the runs.
I haven't really been seeing what Quado's doing. I know they went to King's Pass to get that Grimkin there. I guess
Yeah.
rushing Grimkins more on current patch.
The others will have to do it as well, because all of the both of these patches are, obviously Grim Troop patches, so they'll
Of
have to
course.
do it. But it looks like the others take this break between Grimkin to do their Waterways stuff. So they got Flukes from Fluke Marm, which will help with their damage, especially on 1221. It costs less charm notches on 1221. It's a bit glitchier. It's not that it's not glitchy on current patch. It's just less glitchy. So they do that, and it looks like they got Dung Defender in order to have an additional charm. I doubt that that's something that Quado would do. I don't think where he would be down in Waterways for anything here. So maybe makes for a better listening experience.
Yeah. Oh, that's really funny. Both Quado and Nerf synced up getting the King Station relic.
That is really, really funny. I imagine Quado is going out to Edge to get the last Grimkin Flame. Hey, welcome back.
Hello. Oh, sorry about the internet, bestie.
It's fine. I'm just glad I did call that it was gonna happen again.
Mhm.
Not- Otherwise, it would cause way more issues.
Right? Ooh, ACN skip. Ooh, clean ACN skip from Quado.
Mister hasn't played the game in 2 years.
Oh, I knew immediately that he would be fine.
Yeah, he's a gamer.
So Quado went through there to grab the Grimkin Flame and is now making his way up to Kahlo in order to get the Kahlo 1 charm notch. And so Nerf, because Nerf took that detour to Waterways, is kind of cleaning up the things that Quado has already done. And Serp is following shortly behind Nerf because of her couple deaths, but making really good time through the rest of these segments here.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Trying to take stock of where everyone's at,
Yeah.
factoring in route differences.
Yeah. Quado and Nerf have, the patches have diverged quite significantly at this point. I think
Yeah.
Quado's nearly almost done collecting Grimkin Flames when Nerf's just sort of starting.
Yeah, Quado has collected all of the Grimkin Flames.
I wonder if we're
And to
getting the
answer-
key here.
To answer
Oh.
a question from chat, Great Hoppers weren't meant to be named. That's the answer.
Wait, Great Hoppers? What about naming the Great Hopper? Because I'm the one who named the one Great Hopper. Wonder what that Great Hopper's name is. Okay. I found the chat. There is a Great Hopper. I didn't see. I wasn't looking at Quado's. Check out the quick kill on Serp's end though.
Oh,
About to say she's going in with not enough soul. What is she doing? And now I forgot the quick kill was a thing. Sorry, the dive kill was. See, this is why current patch is better.
I missed it on Quado's screen, but there is like that one Great Hopper that guards the King's Idol or whatever relic it is right below Kahlo. And when Vex was labbing this category on current patch, he was streaming and was so annoyed by that Great Hopper that he asked chat, "Hey chat, this Great Hopper is a jerk. Can we name this Great Hopper a real jerk name?" And so I piped up in chat and said, "We're gonna name it Adam." And Vex was like, "What did an Adam ever do to you?" And that's the story about how the Great Hopper is named after my ex. So,
Fantastic.
That's a cool pre-flute. I haven't seen that before.
oh, on
That's really cool. Actually, that quick kill Serp did, that's sick.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was really fun.
And Quado is just like tearing up Kalo 1 as expected.
Yeah, with Shade Soul and Shaman.
Oh, he's
even
overcharmed with, yeah. No, this is a pretty comfy Kalo, even if you are overcharmed. Shade Soul takes care of basically everything across the screen. As long as you're good with your soul management, you're pretty much set. It's very, very comfy, and like that Shaman Shade Soul is huge. It just obliterates everything in Kalo 1. And like, check, even that Vengefly King, nothing, it's gone.
Goodbye.
Also, first try ACN skip from Nerf, and then
Ooh.
third try Primal Aspid.
That's how it goes.
It's
Welcome
honestly,
to Edge.
like, fair enough.
I hope Serp gets the first try ACN skip as well, because then that would be 3 for 3. Yeah, this Great Hopper on Nerf Scream. This one. That is Adam. Shun him.
Shun.
Shun. Oh my.
Quado already almost finished with Kalo
This-
1.
This overcharmed Kalo is like I really the only major threat as long as you're good with your soul management are these Gruzmothers. Fun fact about them is that their hitboxes are different from the Gruzmom in Crossroads. I don't know exactly why.
Really?
I don't know if it's just that like the art for them is scaled down a little bit and the hitbox is the same size, but that's something that Vex noticed in labbing this a few years ago.
Interesting.
So
Honest-
GG Quado.
Team Cherry's pretty bad with enemies that were sleeping and then woke up having
Yeah.
consistent hitboxes.
So true.
It's the Moss Knights that are asleep, having different hitboxes to the awake Moss Knights.
Oh, earlier I was so concerned for Nerf and Serp when they were in Green Path. I'm like, why are you standing so close to the Moss Knight? Because I'm used to the glitched one on the current patches. I'm so used to them with having a glitched hitbox. But yeah, Quado done with Kalo 1. As Nerf is gonna do pretty much the exact same thing. I don't think there's any differences patch-wise. I'm not sure. I didn't catch if Nerf overcharmed. I imagined he did. I think that's a lot of soul. I think Nerf overcharmed. I'm not sure.
I mean, if he has any hope of keeping up with Quado at this point.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's some time save later with the patch difference, actually.
Yeah, I think they should have a fair bit of time save, because like Nerf was playing very well earlier, so I don't think it would have magically lost a ton of time.
The other thing to keep in mind is that Nerf and Serp are going to have, like, at this point, 2 more charms than Quado, because they got Fluke Nest and Defender's Crest in their waterways thing. So Quado, I don't know if that's solved with geo routing or
Washroom, I'm pretty sure.
oh, you're
Oh yeah, they're gonna
yes.
save a ton of time at the end.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. So they have that kind of sunk cost at the beginning. As Quado goes to Lem, selling the hello, I would like 154 Geo, please. Which stands for one journal, 5 seals, and 4 idols. 154 Geo.
It's a lot of Geo.
It's a lot of Geo. But yes, I did notice that Quado had opened up Glowing Womb, and so yeah, he will be doing the Spore Shroom Glowing Womb for the final 2 charms that he needs.
Fantastic. I'm hoping May's internet didn't crash again.
No,
Oh,
I'm
no.
here.
Okay.
I'm just. I was having a thought, and that took all my processing power.
How dare you think it on meme day?
I know.
Alright, wait,
I
sir.
spent so-
Let's see this ACN skip.
Ooh.
Oh, missed the wall cling. That's the worst.
That was good though.
Yeah.
Can
Nice.
try. Easy
Getting
peasy.
the C-dash that high on the wall without bonking your head is so hard. And all
Impressive.
3 runners have like succeeded at that every time.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
it's
Quado in that glowing womb.
Shade
No,
Soul Destruction Room.
Pretty much. I'm pretty sure there were earlier routes of this category that like did that. I don't know, did that with like Spore Shroom helping you? I think that was this category.
I know Marissa does it because you have to have
Oh.
mushroom anyway.
No, you're
And I know
right. It was
Quado's run
Marissa.
that.
It was Marissa. Say hi to Adam and call him a jerk, everyone.
Hi, Adam.
Bapanada.
Bye, Adam.
Bye, Adam. We're all very grateful that, as far as I know, my ex doesn't like Hollow Knight. Anyway, so Quado and Nerf are both in the let's just buy every single charm at once phase of the run. The shopping trip time.
That is
I love
really
that.
funny how that syncs up even though the patch differences.
I know, it's kind of a nice like coincidence almost. Oh shoot, I didn't see if Serp overcharmed or not. But
There's
Serp
no
is
way she
entering
wouldn't.
Colo.
She runs 106. She does overcharge.
I was gonna say
Colors
it's
for
a free overcharm. It makes it comfier than if you don't, frankly.
Genuinely, like overcharming Soul Eater is incredible. It's so good.
Alright, Nerf in the Grim fight as Quado has to get his cleanup charm.
Okay.
Now, I'm pretty sure that current patch ACN ends on Grim, but I didn't see if Nerf went to Salubra to get the the Salubra notches, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it ends on Grim for
I'm
One
pretty
to
sure it
one.
ends on Sowie.
Okay.
That
Unless
was
that's changed, but
I know
when
that
I've run it.
Yeah, I know that current patch used to end on Sally, but then I think it was like slightly changed. So I don't know. I think that was like partially because of like fluke routing on current patch and partially because people were just like, what if we end on Grim instead? I think was just it. We're like, what? That sounds more fun.
true.
Serp absolutely obliterating Colo. You love to see it.
I blinked and Grim was dead on Nerf's end.
Yeah, that's the power of flukes.
It was
I was
actually
waiting
so
for him
quick.
to get hit a couple of times so I could say things are looking grim first.
Yeah, sadly you'll have to wait for one of the other runners to get to Grim to say that.
Yeah, Everyone acts surprised if I do manage to work it into conversation.
It's hard when you're watching more than 2 runs at once, and especially like there's a patch difference and a like time difference right now, so it's a little hard to keep up with everyone.
I'm Australian, I'm used to time differences.
Yeah.
Oh, just 1221 go to Lem 3 times? That's wild.
You get slowly.
I guess so. Quado getting steady body, of course, the most important charm. And buying all of these notches, and then I think for Quado that'll mean the only thing he has left is Grim, and I'm pretty sure for Nerf the only thing that he has left is Sally. So kind of inverse here at the end for those two.
Crazy.
Kind of wild how these things pan out. This is definitely a very interesting category. The reason it's so different on the different patches, and like there's different routes, there's different ways of doing this. There's been many different ones over time, and it's just really fascinating to see how it has shaped up over time. And is still different, and there's people on current patch that run it differently than Quado, and it's just a really neat collectathon category.
Yeah, I love ACN. I think it's my favorite meme, and probably like, I think for me it goes like 107, Bold any percent NMS, and ACN for my favorite.
Shoutouts to Nerf for being stinky to get the stinky discount on Leg Eater.
True. Huh. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. If you have Defender's Crest and you have the chance to bench, you might as well.
Yeah. I love
Helps
it.
with geo routing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Nerf should have this then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sally.
Kind of slowly pieced it together.
Yeah, and Quado in the Grim fight. I know there's ways to count the Grim fight and know exactly how much health he has, but I know very little despite running NKG percent, so...
I was gonna say things are looking grim, but then Grim Tide right as Quado drops to 1 health.
You
Just say it right now.
May, you have one more chance.
Oh, true.
It's all quite over.
And then... If it wasn't for the timer, this would almost be a photo finish.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's pretty... Yeah. So, Quado wins in the load speed category, I guess. But GG to Quado and GG to Nerf for obtaining all of the charm notches. As Serp, May, you have one last chance here.
I'm not gonna wish ill upon Serp, but make it close for the viewers at home. I am at home, and I am viewing it. Grim being invulnerable during Balloon on 221.
Oh, it's invulnerable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
I thought-
then I started like looking at the speedrunning, and you could hit Grim during Balloon. I was like, oh my god, I suffered through my casual not being able to do this. This seems so much nicer.
Wow. That's great. Oh no.
Oh! No! Like, hey, things are
Mate.
looking grim.
Woo!
No. Poor Serp.
Poor
Poor Serp.
That is so sad.
At least this run back isn't the worst. You just have to stag to Dartmouth and get there.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
no, Quado
Serp
is on a
fine
mission,
now.
I think. Quado's on a mission.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Quado is
Rude.
going to do what no one in the Plando was able to.
Yeah.
Chat, avert your eyes. I think there may be a murder.
Oh,
No?
oh,
What?
oh,
Oh,
oh, oh.
he's teasing us.
Nerf's going for it for sure.
Yeah, Nerf has to be. Well, Nerf is stinky too. Nerf can't stand next to her even, you know? Fun. Mila on my casual died to my Weaverlings, so.
No.
Yeah, I was like, okay, you guys are on probation. I took off the charm. Oh no. Serp, please. Please don't make us say things are looking grim again. I believe in Serp.
It's
Send
funnier the
your...
second time, I promise.
Let's get some Hollow Ds for... Oh, here's Nerf with the Mila.
Okay, good damage.
Made her stinky.
Oh, Quado caught Mila's attention.
Oh god, the double balloons.
That's rough. Oh, he's not fighting back.
Oh. You got this, Serp. You got
Come on,
this.
Serp.
Yes!
Yeah,
GG, Serp.
things were not looking grim.
Not anymore.
Would you say they're looking up
My gosh.
or down?
Quado just parried Mila. What? Quado knows he will be
Well, now he has
unpetted.
ethical grounds to get
True.
his revenge.
That's a dangerous miner.
Oh man. So now Serp just needs to do shopping strips featuring Stinky, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Wonderful. Oh no. Well.
Stinky.
Stinky.
All right, we gotta go to Lem one more time.
Oh, that's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Triple Lem, I gotta say. I feel like that like I obviously 1221 is like has wonderful optimizations to it, but that does put a damper on this route, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
I mean-
shout out to Quado for just showing up and doing an ACN run better than my PB.
Actually?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's so funny.
He literally has this tendency to pick up a Hollow Knight speedrun, go, yeah, I'd like to run this for a couple weeks and see if I can get a better time. And then the next day he messages me being like, hey Nix, I got the world record. Can I have a new thumbnail for YouTube? It's pretty consistent. So I knew he was gonna be fine today.
I should throw him under the bus more often.
Oh wait, where is Quado going now? I'm concerned.
Oh, no wait, he doesn't have simple keys.
He doesn't have a simple key because I thought Marissa too.
I think he's realized he doesn't have a simple key.
I think that's what it was. How are you going to kill Marissa if you don't have a simple key? Oh, there is the
Gonna go to
storerooms key.
storerooms? Yeah.
Will Quado get Marissa
Oh,
before
no.
we call him in for
Yeah, surely this is a...
interview?
Oh, is this girl bossing?
Oh, he might be girl bossing. You have an amazing
Ooh.
point. So, for anyone who isn't aware, there's a meme speedrun that isn't on the leaderboards called Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. And or GGG. Oh, the first skip so clean. And in GGG, you normally do a series of skips in order to talk to Emilicia, who is the girl boss of Hollow Knight. So, as Serp gets the stinky discount. So, shoutouts to Quado for Gaslight Gatekeeping and girl bossing all in one ACN run.
What a king or queen?
Sure. Oh, I'm happy all of the runners in Meme Day have a good sense of humor. I think it's a requirement. And like huge shout outs to Serp. Let's give the Hollow D spam for the most important part of the run. Spamming your way through the shop menus in Hollow Knight. Let's go.
Fun fact: the console splits for current patch, at least until while it was being actively ran by a lot of people, had splits on getting the last charm at Saluba, and then one on getting the last notch. And
It
so there
was
was
so
this
funny.
7-second split that was just mashing, and people tried to remove it, but we just said, no, you're leaving it in, and it's
It
going to
was
be just the stupidest split that's like 7 seconds long and completely like
it
mashing
was
in RNG.
it was the funniest. I remember that era and I do miss it. It's sad that current patch gets NKG or not NKG, but Grim last now.
Also, GG Sir was very good
GG's.
and bounced back really well from those couple of unfortunate deaths as well, I think. Very good composure, because I know it can be easy to kind of fall apart as soon as a couple of things go wrong. Cool.
We'll be getting.
We'll be seeing. All right, looks like we're gonna get a very brief interview.
Hello, GG's.
GG.
Hello, GG's.
Congrats to Nerf for winning this patch race. It's amazing.
Thank you.
And thank you, Quadopine, for filling in literally last minute.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun
Almost
actually.
All of
Yeah.
the runners did amazing. Wait, did Nerf get a personal world record? Oat is asking.
I did not know. I was 53 seconds behind my PB.
Well, amazing runs, everyone. This was a joy to watch, a joy to commentate. I guess, does anyone have any thoughts on the run as a whole, unless any questions really quickly come in? We don't have a lot of time.
Not really. Mine was pretty chill, except I guess the beginning was kind of bad. I kept making a lot of mistakes, and Soulmaster is really mean to me. I got really, really bad RNG.
Yeah.
It was really
I just
funny.
I remembered 154, and I'm happy for that. It carried me.
Yeah, 154 is the
I was
most.
like, I forgot the route, but I remember 154, and that's enough.
I mean, that's like 90% of your geo routing on current patch.
It is,
so.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh man. Well, excellent job, and I also got really hype every single time every one of you got ACN skip, so amazing job. That's such
that
a
was
hard
also a
acid
big
skip.
relief, yeah.
I actually golded that split somehow.
Oh, same.
All right, I think we're gonna call it here, though. Thank you so much for the runs. It was thank you, sir, for sticking it out and showing us a good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir,
appreciate
you
it.
showed an excellent run. I was very happy to see the entire thing.
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it there. Stick around. Both Quado and Nyx will be here for the next run of Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Ooh, fun.
Heck yeah. We'll see you soon.